My dear, when I saw you, I remembered why I could never forget you. I saw you, and it felt like everything I had learned about healing was undone in an instant. You walked by, and I felt the world shift, as if everything had changed since we last met. I saw you today, and the distance between us felt like a canyon too wide to cross. You looked at me, and for a second, it felt like time stood still. My dear, I saw you on the street, and it was like the universe whispered your name. I saw you, and I realized that some connections are too deep to forget, no matter the time apart. Seeing you was like a window opening to a past I didn't know I was still clinging to. I saw you today, and my heart was torn between the person I've become and the one you knew. My dear, seeing you was a cruel reminder that not all endings are truly final. I saw you, and the weight of everything we were hit me harder than I thought it could. I saw you today, and it felt like a piece of me had been waiting for this moment. My dear, when I saw you, it was like the universe was playing a bittersweet song just for us. I saw you, and I remembered why I once thought I could never love anyone more. My dear, seeing you made me realize that some loves are too deep to walk away from. I saw you today, and everything inside me screamed that we still had unfinished business. You passed me by, and the silence between us spoke louder than anything we ever said. I saw you, and I felt the gravity of everything we had, everything we lost. My dear, seeing you again only deepened the question of what could have been. I saw you today, and for a moment, I wanted to turn back time. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. I saw you, and it felt like the universe was reminding me of the love we couldn't hold on to. You walked by, and in that fleeting moment, I realized we were both still carrying pieces of each other. I saw you, and it felt like you were just a heartbeat away, yet so far from reach. My dear, seeing you was like reliving a dream I never wanted to wake up from. I saw you today, and it felt like the world stopped to give me a second chance with you. You looked at me, and in that instant I remembered why I could never let you go. My dear, seeing you again made me realize that the past never truly stays behind. I saw you, and it felt like I was staring at the ghost of a love I couldn't forget. I saw you, and everything I tried to bury came rushing back in a flood of emotions. You walked by, and my heart felt like it was about to break all over again. My dear, seeing you was like hearing the song of my heart again after years of silence. I saw you today, and I wondered how something so beautiful could hurt so much. You looked at me, and it felt like everything we never said was written in your eyes. My dear, I saw you, and it reminded me that some love stories are never truly over. I saw you today, and in that instant, I felt everything we had slip away from my grasp. You passed me by, and it felt like I was watching the ghost of what we once were. My dear, I saw you and remembered why I could never forget you. Even if I tried, I saw you, and the pain of what we lost hit me all over again, with no warning. I saw you, and for a brief moment, I felt everything we were still alive between us. My dear, when I saw you today, I realized some hearts are meant to beat together, even in silence. If this touched your soul, don't scroll, like, comment your favorite quote, and subscribe for more. My dear, seeing you today was like finding a part of myself I thought I had lost forever. I saw you, and it felt like time had stopped, just for me to remember you. My heart still beats for you, even though I saw you walk away today. I saw you on the street, and the silence between us spoke louder than words ever could. I saw you today, and I realized that some people are meant to stay with you, no matter the distance. My dear, seeing you again was a reminder that love never truly leaves. It lingers in your soul. I saw you, and the weight of everything we never said felt too heavy to carry. You walked by, and it felt like the world had faded, leaving only the echo of our past. I saw you today, and in that brief moment, I wondered what would have happened if we stayed. My dear, seeing you was like staring into the eyes of the person I was once afraid to lose. I saw you, and it was like the universe whispered that some loves can't be erased. My heart recognized you before my mind did, and it hurt to know we were no longer the same. I saw you today, and it felt like everything I thought I'd healed came rushing back. You passed me by, but the connection we shared lingered in the air like a forgotten melody. My dear, seeing you again made me realize that some feelings never truly fade, they just wait. My dear, I recently saw you on the street, and it felt like I was seeing a ghost of the past. The moment I saw you, my heart raced, but I couldn't remember why we ever drifted apart. I saw you today, and it felt like the universe was reminding me of what I lost. My soul recognized you before my eyes did, as if you were a memory I couldn't forget. The sight of you made me realize that some loves never truly leave, they just hide. I saw you on the street, and for a moment, I wanted to go back to the way we were. You looked so distant, but your eyes still carried a piece of me. Seeing you again felt like both a blessing and a painful reminder of what once was. I saw you today, and it felt like my heart had been waiting for this moment just to break. You were walking past me, but I swear I could still hear your heart calling out to mine. My dear, the instant I saw you, I felt like we were still entangled in each other's fate. I saw you on the street, and for the first time in forever, I felt both lost and found. The way you looked at me, it wasn't the same, but somehow I knew you still remembered. I watched you walk away, but I could still feel the pull of everything unsaid. It felt like no time had passed, but the pain in my chest told me everything had changed. Seeing you reminded me that even silence can carry so much weight. I saw you today, and it was like the universe was reminding me of every unfinished thought. That fleeting glance was enough to unravel everything I thought I had healed. You passed me by, but it felt like the world had paused, just to remind me, my dear, when I saw you, it felt like 1,000 unspoken words echoed between us. The sight of you felt like a confession my heart was too afraid to say. I thought I was over you, but seeing you reminded me how deeply I still care. My heart broke in ways I didn't know were possible. Just from seeing you again, I saw you, and the weight of the past hit me harder than ever before. In your eyes, I saw everything we were and everything we could have been. My dear, I saw you today, and for a split second, I wanted to call your name. Seeing you was like a reminder that some love stories are too complicated to forget. I saw you today, and it felt like you were carrying pieces of me with you. That glance from you made my soul ache in ways I couldn't explain. You walked by, and it was like the entire world faded except for you. I saw you and realized that some people, once touched by your soul, can never be forgotten. That brief moment felt like everything I ever wanted to say but couldn't. Seeing you made me realize that time doesn't heal everything, it just buries the pain deeper. I saw you, and the memories rushed back like waves, drowning me in all that we once shared. My dear, when I saw you, I realized that some things are impossible to unfeel. I thought I had moved on, but your presence proved me wrong in the most painful way. Seeing you again was like a reminder that love, no matter how deep, leaves scars. I saw you on the street, and for a moment, I wanted to tell you how much I missed you. There you were, and it felt like 1,000 doors I had closed were suddenly open again. I saw you, and my heart skipped a beat, as if it was still waiting for you. My dear, you walked by, and the world seemed to shift in ways I couldn't understand. I saw you today, and I realized that some people leave marks you can never erase. A glance from you was enough to unravel everything I thought I had gotten over. My dear, seeing you today made me question everything I've done since we said goodbye. You passed me by, and in that moment, I remembered why I could never truly move on. I saw you, and it was like a dream I didn't want to wake up from, even though it hurt. The way you looked at me made my soul ache for what could have been. I saw you today, and it felt like the universe was reminding me of all the things I never said. My dear, when I saw you, I felt the echoes of everything we never finished. I saw you, and the weight of what we once had hit me harder than I ever expected. Seeing you felt like my heart was still stuck in the past, unable to move forward. You were there, and for a moment, everything else around me disappeared. My dear, I saw you and realized that the pain of losing you will never fully fade. I saw you, and it was like a gentle reminder that I can never forget you. You walked past me, and my heart wanted to reach out, but I stayed silent. I saw you, and in that moment, I realized that love doesn't always fade, it just changes. My dear, seeing you again was like reopening a wound I thought had healed. You passed me by, and my heart whispered that you were the one I could never let go of. I saw you today, and it reminded me that some loves never really leave, they just transform. Seeing you made me realize how much I've buried just to survive without you.